These are pack wraps. They're 30 by 30 inches. What we do is we fold them in half and place them down. We want to make sure we get all the lint off of them by using lint rollers, because this is what our instruments will be sterilized and in the end used in surgery. Very important to make sure that they're quality. Alright. We'll start from left to right. And you can follow along on the pack contents here. We do one spay hook. Place it here, just like the picture. One scissor. Place it here. And there it is on the picture. Needle holders. Right here on the picture. The thumb forceps. 2 towel clamps. One pair of Kellys, or I guess set. We should do 2 straights and 1 curved. And what I like to do is place them all together and place the curved down. And they'll go right just like that on top. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but the general is good. And then the same thing with the curved hemostats. There's your curved, as well as 2 straights, just like the Kellys. Stack those with the curve face down. They're going to go inside the towel clamp and sit there. All of our packs receive sterile strips, which turn black when sterilized, this portion here, to let the surgeon know that the inside of this pack has been sterilized as well as the outside. And then after that, you can follow the picture here. We're going to need gauze. We'll do 8 and 8 of each, and we are picky about this because in the event a surgery becomes elongated, we want to know how many gauze we're going into the pack. So when the surgeries are done, we'll know how many are outside and make sure they're not in the dog or cat. And we'll place those 4 and 4 on top of the instruments. And then this is drape, and we'll show you how to fold that as well. But it is placed on top of that. And then you're going to want to cover the entire pack area with this side of the wrap, kind of like a burrito, so that all your instruments are covered. And then you're going to want to fold both sides, 1, 2, and then roll it up just like a burrito. Alright. And the last step is to close the pack. We have sterilized pack tape here. And this also has lines on it that when are put into the autoclave turn black and look like this. And that way we know that pack has been sterilized before we even open it. And it is taped shut like so. And that's the pack. There's always something to do here. So this is instruments that have not actually been used in surgery. They're placed on the right side of the drape, the pack wrap, I'm sorry. And this is what has not been used and is still clean. There's no need to re-wash them, but there is a need to sterilize them. All gauze is not used in the pack again, so we'll put that in a bucket that is used to scrub the animals. And then this pack, if you'll follow me, pack wrap will go into our pack laundry area, which is here, and then the used gauze will go here for later use in scrubs. Before we start folding drape, which is what we're about to do, we want to make sure we have a clean, dry, and hair-free surface available for us. This is where we keep our drape. This is a general drape. They use it in human hospitals and everything. So in order to fit our needs, we have to cut it to fit our little friends here. And so we have 2 little markers down here on the fridge. The first one is for a regular pack, and the second one is for extra large drape. So we always want to cut, unless specifically told otherwise, to the first line here. So we'll pull it to there and then cut right here, right across. And because we are not huge like the humans, it is 2-ply, so we'll cut this in half again. I'll use that. Okay. And a lot of times I'll cut a good bit I'll cut the drape before I fold it, but this is for instruction. I'll bring it here. When you fold drape, always go by the same folding routine of folding it in half, folding it in half again, and then you want to do an accordion style. And with this, you want to make sure the width of it is enough to fit inside a pack, that it's not too big, but not too small as to you'll fold way too many times. So we'll do about 3 inches and go back and forth like an accordion. And this does not have to be perfect. And once you fold a good bit of them, they're placed on the pack wrap table in this bin labeled pre-folded drape. All of our dogs are intubated and our casks are masked with anesthesia, so after the surgery we clean each and every one of those with chlorhexidine solution. We'll show you how to wash the tubes after they've been soaking in their solution. This is the endotracheal tube. This is what's used for dogs. And this is the anesthesia masks used for cats. And we'll take these to the kitchen and properly wash them. These are the tubes, again here in the kitchen. We'll turn the water on, remember, don't get it too hot, it'll burn you. And we'll wash the outside of the tube. And make sure you wash what's called the cuff, because sometimes the chlorhexidine will get trapped inside the little folds there. Then we take this is a simple bottle brush cleaner you can find at Babies R Us or Walmart. And we'll send it through the tube. And this is just to make sure that everything is out of it. And then run water through that as well. Once that's done, it's going to be placed in this dryer here. And then you'll find a 10cc syringe and we're going to blow the cuff up. How you do this, it's similar to a beach ball. You'll put air into the syringe, push it into the white, and inject the air. And you'll see as we did that, the cuff here at the bottom inflates and deflates. And this is to let it dry properly, as well as later on for when the assistant or I come and check for the tubes to make sure we don't have any leaky tubes, which could be harmful to dogs and anesthesia. So you don't want to inflate them too much. The balloons can burst and then we'll lose a tube. We will replace them if that does happen. Please let us know. For a cat mask, we're also rinsing it. You want to rinse the outside, and because we lube cats' eyes as well as dogs, but cats especially, the eye lube will get onto the exterior of the diaphragm of the cat mask. So we want to make sure we use warm enough water, since it's a mineral oil base, to get that off. And then we'll rinse the whole mask, and then take 2 fingers and pop off the diaphragm. And rinse that. And once it's rinsed, we'll also place it on the dryer. You want to place the cone down and then the diaphragm on top.